Hurricane season is officially underway, and while Central Texas isn't on the coast, we're no strangers to flooding, damaging winds, and severe storms left behind by tropical systems. Experts say now is the time to review your insurance coverage before a storm is in the forecast. And here to tell us a bit more about what we need to check on now is Richard Johnson from the Insurance Council of Texas. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
We have to ask, I think one of the biggest questions is what are the biggest mistakes that people make they may make when it comes to insurance preparedness?
I think not knowing their policy, number one. So know your deductibles, know what, or even getting deductibles that you can afford. So that's that money that's out of pocket that you need to pay, should you have to make a claim. And then not knowing your coverages. Do you need, a lot of people were vastly underinsured when it comes to flood insurance. And so getting that flood insurance policy can really help. And then another thing that's kind of insurance related is getting a home inventory. So if your house were to, God forbid, burn or flood, do you have an inventory or at least pictures or video of what your home looked like and the items that you had in that home?
I like that you brought up us checking it and making sure that our insurance is actually covered. What's the difference? What's the biggest difference between actual homeowners insurance and flood insurance?
Yeah, homeowners insurance is what you buy, from your insurance company or your insurance agent. Now you can buy a flood insurance policy through your insurance agent. The difference is that it is written on what we call written on federal paper. So that is an insurance program that is paid for by FEMA and the federal government, and there are limitations on that, including the dollar amount in which you can insure. And it has a 30-day waiting period. So if you buy flood insurance today, you actually don't have flood insurance for another 30 days. So it's really important, especially as we get into hurricane season. We're still in spring storm season. We've had a really wet spring, to go ahead and look into that flood insurance now. Here in the Austin area, it's maybe $700 to $800 a year to have that peace of mind.
So what's the best thing that people can do this week in order to prepare for the season?
Yeah, buy that flood insurance, look at your policy, review your policy, know your deductibles, take that home inventory, and then look at things that you can do around the home that might mitigate some of the damage. Are there, we're getting into wildfire season. I know we're talking about hurricanes, but are there things that you could move away from your home that might damage it, whether that's fire or flood? Get your roof inspected. Make sure that everything uh, is secure and safe up on your roof. Your roof is in good working condition, and any local contractor will give you kind of an estimate to be able to go up on your roof and take a look at it. It's just things like that that you want to be prepared for. Should we get wind or rain or even hail in the next few weeks?
Central Texas has a lot of homeowners here, but also known to have a lot of renters as well. What should renters do within the season?
Yeah, renters insurance is really pretty affordable. Go ahead and get renters insurance. That covers all your personal items that are within your home. Your landlord or the property owner, they're in charge of the actual property, so the structure of the home or any of the pipes or windows, the roof. But you want your personal items protected as well, especially during hurricane season. We may have flooding and leaking, where homes will come in and all that. Um, and some renters policies actually cover flood. So look into that as well. And you may not have to get a separate flood insurance policy if you have a renter's policy.
I have one more question for you. We've seen extreme weather in Central Texas, especially over the past year. Are insurance companies kind of changing up the way that they look at storm risks?
Well, I don't know if they're changing it. We're just seeing more frequency and severity in Texas. So it's we do have a strong and robust insurance market, and we have hundreds of companies doing business. But it's definitely an issue right now, of what we're looking at in Texas. We're having that frequency, that severity. So we've seen a couple of strategies in the past year or so. Maybe the minimum deductibles that an insurance company will allow, it might go from 1% to 2% on say a wind and hail policy, and they're starting to diversify. So they're looking at markets and they're saying, okay, we might be really concentrated in this area of Austin. We may need to possibly not renew in this particular area, but spread out outside of that one particular area because we just have too many people insured in a particular risky zone. So they are starting to look at the risk areas. And so what we need to do as citizens of Texas is start to look at how can we mitigate any kind of damage that's coming through from these storms, whether that's wildfires or getting a fortified roof to prevent that hail. And maybe instead of replacing that roof because of every other year because of a hail damage, maybe we're going out to 7 or 8 years. All those things can bring down costs. And we just need to start looking at those public policies in the future to become more resilient.
Well, great information. And if you at home didn't get to catch a lot of that, you can always visit our website, KXAN.com. We'll put all the information there. Richard Johnson, we want to thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.